Alright. So intelligence, investigation?
Yep. No, medicine.
Intelligence and medicine? My bad.
Yep.
Alright. 3 for the medicine. And then doing the taste of the blood. 4.
Okay, so from the taste of the blood, so I imagine you get into the back of the ambulance. One of the boys closes the door behind you, and probably sits on the step to stop anyone from interacting with the van while you're in it. Mishka steps out. Basically, the boys are all kind of arranged around the ambulance, stopping anyone from going anywhere near it. You can hear them talking to each other. Two of them are telling dirty stories to each other. You can hear one of them pop open a hip flask, and the sound of a lighter. The tasting the blood. This is the same blood as what you tasted in the alleyway. You think what happened, judging by the body and the state of the body, you think that she was fed on in the alleyway and probably died almost immediately in the alleyway, and then the body was dragged up the side of the wall and onto the roof and hastily concealed, not particularly cleverly, out of line of sight. You can tell from abrasions on the body itself, and also she's got quite bad bruising on her arm, where someone's literally just grabbed hold of the arm with a quite a large amount of strength and literally dragged her up the wall. So climbing one-handed up the wall itself. The body's obviously, as been pointed out, been fed from by somebody that looks like they're in frenzy. It's a bestial attack rather than a sophisticated feed.
Gotcha. So yeah, but no blood is of any vampire within the circulation or anything.
No vampire blood that you can taste in this situation. You'd also say that this person, when they died, from a combination of your examination of the wound and the taste of the blood, you think that she was initially fed on. So the initial bite initiated the kiss. So she had that rush of pleasure, and then the attack changed from a normal feed to a brutal one.
Okay. You go, and then he'll kind of put the stuff up that he needs to, and then head back outside to the rest of the people.
So who's going up onto the roof?
Then he'll relay it, I guess, to Jasper as they're going up.
And shouting it out. Yeah, I think a
Or
vampire fucking just like flipped out halfway through feeding.
yeah,
Yeah,
where's Doctor
ripped a
Black
fucking
at
throat
and
out.
all? Yeah, like that would happen.
This is the
Maybe if it
weirdest
was
television
Dickie.
show that's ever been filmed so far.
Uh,
So this
it was
was the
Dickie,
UK
maybe.
version of Buffy.
So Jasper.
Where's Doctor Black?
So it's Jasper and David are climbing up the wall up to the roof, carrying the princess.
Yes.
Okay. And Dr. Black is at in the alleyway still, or by the ambulance now?
She's by the ambulance now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's Doctor Tobias would relay the information he learned to Doctor Black, watching them ascend.
I'll make a sign. Should we have gone up with them?
I don't know. I don't investigate crime scenes. I'm more of the body person. I mean, my boys can help you go up. I want them to help you go up.
If it's all the same, I think I'll stay on the ground with you.
Oh, very well. It is good to have you. Do you think they need to go up with them?
What would that be? I'm sorry.
Do you think the boys should go up with them?
Fish, one of them is standing next to you, really just that little bit too close and just looking at you, waggling his eyebrows.
As a matter of fact, yes. This one can
The
go.
dandelion.
Which one was it? The deadline? Was it Ivan or Igor? I can't remember.
Ivan.
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 Ivan, okay.
That was a good moment.
She put it where it needed to go. Not in the trash.
I was waiting
Bless
for it to
her
be the
heart.
trash.
No.
So you could send Ivan and Dimitri up to help with Princess and all.
Yes, why don't we send them up?
Very
All right.
well. And the other two can stay here.
When we get to the roof, I'm actually looking around, expecting to see Helena or her whereabouts.
You do not see Helena, but when you get to the roof and you unzip the body bag and the struggling beast erupts from it, jumps out of the body bag, turns around and barks at it, and then settles down, you'll hear Jen and Princess will hear a second soft whistling sound coming from across. There's another roof.
All right. So either that is Helena or that is Abigail.
Well, you did see Abigail.
Cam, you're muted.
Son of a bitch. Doesn't matter who it is. They obviously want our attention. I'm gonna look down. Princess. Which way do they go?
She takes 2 steps towards the direction that the whistling that you didn't hear came from.
Going that way.
Is that what she heard or is that what she smelled?
That's the way they went.
Very well. I peer across, see if there's anything I can see over the next building, and
You don't see anything. You see another rooftop.
all right,
Go.
I'm going over. You want to toss her? She looks like a dwarf. Does she not?
As you start walking towards the edge of the building, Princess runs and leaps from one building to the other.
She's fine.
I knew I had to motivate her some way.
Exactly.
She turns,
Go
wags her
across.
tail, and barks at you.
Thumbs up.
Jasper, what she's saying is, "Come on, you slow bastards."
I know. Let's go. I go across.
Yeah, and David just kind of does seem to be just a casual kind of step leap, just kind of bloop.
It doesn't take any rolls. I mean, literally, the buildings are close enough that you could hop from one to another without it being particularly difficult.
I tell Princess to go, and I follow her.
Okay.
That's just what
She sniffs at the ground and runs across the building, and leaps from one building onto another building again.
I go, and I like.
Didn't expect I'd be playing leapfroggers today.
Well, that's how things happen sometimes. Let's go. She's obviously found them. She knows where to go. Let's just go there. Oh, wait. We need to tell somebody we're leaving. Yeah, whatever. It'll be fine. Let's go.
I'm sure Dr. Black and Tobias.
They're
This-
watching and they just see Princess go across. And then Jasper and David go across. And now they're just watching Princess hop rooftop to rooftop, and it looks like you two are trying to catch her as dog catchers or something.
I mean, Ivan and Dimitri climb up the side of the building again,
Oh no.
and from the ground you'll be able to see Ivan runs. Well, you won't be able to see him running, but you'll see him go over the edge. But as he goes over the edge, you'll see Dimitri's foot catch his, and he tumbles and falls, and just manages to catch hold of the edge of the building and pull himself up. There's an exchange of Russian swear words, and Dimitri joins him, and then they disappear from view.
Dr. Black, do you think they have trail? Do you think dog just ran away?
Yeah, fuck this. I'm off.
The second thought would be more amusing than the first, but I don't think that's the case. I think they likely found something.
I live on the roofs of Oxford now.
Fuck you, bottom dwellers.
Meanwhile,
You
the
are
next
all
time,
below me.
next time I pull even with Jasper, I give him an elbow nudge to the side and said, "Told you she wanted to fly."
No, sir. No, sir. You, sir, are sadly mistaken. No wings on this dog. No chicken wings here.
Anyway, I keep an eye out for any sort of tracks or sign to reinforce what the dog may be following. And also for the source of the whistle.
I'm looking for any threats.
All right, can you make wits plus awareness rolls, please?
ID.
Would you like an investigation roll from me or an awareness?
Do awareness.
4 successes.
Just
3.
okay. 3. So when you get onto this building, there's a thump, obviously, as the dog hits the kind of gravel that's on the roof, and then there's probably lighter steps as you two arrive on it. Helena, you'll obviously, you can see what's going on. You can see them landing. As soon as Princess lands, she starts sniffing around at the floor and makes a beeline across the roof, but then slows and stops. There's on top of this roof, there's like vents and air conditioning units and various things. She kind of stops about halfway across the roof, and then looks back at Jasper. So she doesn't talk like a human does. It's all about her body language and the yips and sounds that she makes. What you're getting from her body language is there's something over there.
All right. I tell her to get back to the other side of the roof. And on my signal, if necessary, attack. And then I slowly investigate.
Okay.
I will kind of hang back because, combat's not my forte.
Are the boys close by?
Yeah, the boys will probably be landing now, so they're a little bit further back, but they'll be landing on the rooftop now. They'll get a growl from Princess, and then they'll swear at each other in Russian and laugh at the dog.
Would they kind of know to come back and get us if they're if Jasper says anything about they found something?
As I say, they're not. Although they look like bumbling idiots, they're actually pretty clever and pretty professional. So they know how to react in situations, and they know they're acting in your best interests.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
When they're not burning shit to the ground.
So you advance on that corner of the building?
Slowly, yes.
So
I'm going to
as
keep
you,
my eyes open and ready for a fight.
so as you're moving, all of you will be able to hear. There's like a scraping sort of sound coming from the other side of these units. It sounds like it's like scraping of flesh on flesh.
I get my claws out and I get ready to kill whatever's behind it.
You get your
I'm
clothes
not
out.
gonna claws.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
claws.
gonna get on top of the air conditioning unit.
Can you
Quiet.
do a dexterity? No, you don't need to. Ignore me. You silently drop onto the air conditioning unit.
And just peek over the side.
Okay. So you'll probably see about the same sort of time that Jasper does as he comes around one side. You'll see a body sitting on the floor, propped up against the air conditioning unit. The body is that of Nigel Hunsford Croft. He is covered in blood, mostly from his mouth down across his chest and on his hands. His hat is missing, and his face is clawed to pieces, and he's literally repetitively clawing at his face. There are deep gouge marks in his face, and he's just staring off into the middle distance, apparently emotionless, just clawing at his face.
I slapped the shit out of him.
So you drop in front of him and just give him a slap.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of him, try and snap it out of it.
Okay, can you do a strength plus brawl roll, please?
Three.
Okay, you drop in front of him and quickly give him a backhand. He looks like he's going to respond as you arrive and hit at him. He looks like he's about to react. He stops clawing at his face, and he looks like he's going in for some kind of offensive maneuver. Then you hit him, and he rolls. He rolls onto the floor, onto his stomach, and you can hear him softly sobbing.
Crying, sobbing.
He sounds like he's sobbing. Yeah.
David's actually going to turn to two of the two orderlies, if you will, and says, "We're going to need one of the coats from the ambulance."
I'm gonna slowly approach as well. Hold tight. You all right, mate? Oh shit! Let me get back into character. You doing okay there, buddy?
He continues to sob. He's
gonna-
effectively face down. His hands are at his face.
I'm gonna slowly approach. Hey, buddy, we're gonna get you up real quick, okay? And I'm gonna try and lightly put a hand on him, not offensively in any way. Keep talking to him the whole time. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's happening right now. But as long as you remain cool, I'll be all right. So, let's just get you up, get you calmed down, and the whole time I'm gonna be like picking him up, or at least attempting to. If he resists in any way, I'm flattening him.
As you lay your hands on him, he very slowly crunches himself up into the fetal position and continues to sob, his hands in front of his face.
I'm gonna
Have we
look.
actually seen his face?
He was clawing at it.
You
Yeah.
would have seen it. It's literally just like huge gouges down the side.
Yeah, I just want to
Obviously
make certain.
self-inflicted.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I will
Wait.
walk over to the side of the building to see if I can get attention of the people on the ground. Our people on the ground.
So, you're quite a distance now away from where they were in the first place. But when... So Jasper's gone over, Helena's jumped up onto the air conditioning unit and is looking down off the top of it. I assume after this has started happening, you've come round to see what's happening. Ivan has also come round to join you, and he's standing next to you and looking. You see him turn over his shoulder and shout something at his brother, and his brother turns around and reverses all of the actions that he did before. He leaps back from building to building to building again to get back to the original building.
I'll wait for the return while. Basically, I'm just looking to try and get a coat, one of the asylum coats, wrap him in it, as it makes doubly good restraint, even against someone of our ilk and their strength. So,
As you two are handling Nigel, Helena is looking around the top of the air conditioner unit and then surveying the rooftops nearby to see if she can notice anything before hopping down and slowly combing across the rooftop itself. Occasionally, she seems like she finds something of interest and then just brushes it off like it actually didn't pan out, unfortunately.
and yeah, David just kind of sitting there, waiting, muttering to himself. It's like, all right, we found him. Technically, the job's done. How much money says they're going to ask us to keep and find out who did this to him? Blah, 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 blah. It's a freaking headache. I'll never get back to my lab. And keep this up, I'm going to miss chicken pot pie night tomorrow. God damn it. So good.
I'll bring you one.
I should have brought my book up. This might take a while. And he's just kind of his internal monologue, but externally.
Mm-hmm. The only interjection is Helena going, "I'll bring you one," about the pot pie comment.
I pick him up. He doesn't seem dangerous.
He doesn't react.
He's
to it at all.
crying.
He's basically, he goes limp. The only thing he's interested in doing is remaining in the fetal position.
Oh yeah, no, I'm literally gonna
Yeah.
grab him and like pick him up like a child.
Yeah. As you do, you'll see over the first rooftop, you'll see Dimitri's stopped at the edge. He's looked down, and then he's looked back, shouted something quite loudly in Russian across the rooftops to his brother, who's next to you, who just nods, and then several other bodies come up the over the lip of the building. One of which is carrying Tobias on his back.
Be careful, this is scary. I do not wish to fall.
Da. In fact, they won't just say da. They'll probably say, "What do you think I am, some kind of idiot? You're perfectly safe. Just hold on."
All right, I will hold on.
Hearing the accent, actually, David will start looking around. And how close are we to the Bacchanal?
When I say the other side of town, it's not far, but you're on the other side of the wreck from it.
Okay, so I'm just saying, was there an easy rooftop highway route to it?
You're on the other side of it,
right?
So
no.
you there wouldn't be an easy rooftop route to. You'd have to get across the main thoroughfare, which is really wide.
Right. Well, it's just I know that is a friendly environment that would have rooftop access with a stairway from the roof on down.
Do you want me to take him?
Ma'am, no offense, but you're covered in ash and dirt.
And he's
grime.
covered in blood.
I get that. If you think you can carry him, then you can have him. It's gonna be messy.
I am always messy. That is the problem with me. That's what you keep yelling about.
There's a difference between wet ash and dry ash. I've reached him out and here, take him. He's all yours. He's fine. He's not gonna hurt you. I've seen enough people that this one's harmless.
You're terrible.
Well, I mean, he's more likely. Did you see him? He was clawing at his face. He wasn't attacking anybody else. If anything, he wants to hurt himself. If anything, he probably something happened that he cannot live with. Doesn't matter what it is. He ain't coming after you. He's coming after himself. So here. As soon as she puts her hands out, I'm gonna drop him.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell over. Give me that coat. There's no way I'm showing down there covered in blood. That's not happening.
Stop it, Jed.
Yeah, help it. It's Cam's fault.
What did I do?
So you drop him into her arms?
Yeah, why not? You want to take him down? Go ahead.
She easily catches him. Walks over to the edge of the building with a secluded alley, either side or back up, and surveys an area. Where do you want him?
In the truck. In the van.
We take him. He's crazy. We take him home?
I need to make a phone call first, but yes, we take him home.
Are you sure home?
I'm pretty sure home. It's not my call.
He looks at David and then Tobias, who's coming across the rooftops.
What is going on? Hurry,
Found-
get me over there.
I'm just gonna point like this.
You
over
found
my
him?
head.
Not
Excellent.
Not to other who sent us?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask them what they want. They want us to find him. If he's crazy and can't be controlled, then I'm sure they're gonna want him back.
The crazy ones are the fun ones. Take him home.
I'm gonna give him a call.
That's going to say, yeah.
I meet you there.
While you guys are maneuvering him down, if you want me to, I can head ahead and make the phone call and find out which direction they would like him to go.
There you go. Problem solved.
I meet you there.
So finally made it. What is going on?
We're leaving.
Shit. Okay,
There was
okay.
a lot of laughter from the four boys.
Tobias will just give them a glare. Which one of you take me down now, then? Laughing men, you jokers. Or should I choose?
Just before I hop over to the next group, I say, well, generally, I think you might want to choose which one you want to go down on. And then I head across the roof.
Oh, they're funny, man. So what is going... So we're leaving? We found him? You okay? Oh, excellent.
Yep, he's right here. He's not. We don't have to.
No,
worry about
wait. Okay, Boris, you take me down building.
Kakashka.
You should have volunteered then. Or make a group effort. Just make sure I am not injured.
So tempted to just drop you off the roof now.
Well, you have the opportunity with me.
It would not be wise for you to touch my clothing.
Oh no, she's gone. I was just asking Hale What do I need to roll for what I asked?
Are you climbing or dropping?
How far up is this building?
It's about 3 stories.
Let me double check something.
Hello, my computer just went blue screen of death.
Nice.
Oh, joy.
Oh no.
Last
Also, do I need?
saying you should have chose then, and then all of a sudden my computer went and gave me the full trilling tone and everything. Oof.
It was probably Yvonne. He was hacking you.
I'll just ask you directly.
Dex Athletics to drop,
Okay.
and then a strict. No, it wouldn't. And then a what did I say before? Did I say
Assuming dexterity?
wit survival. Did I say wit survival?
Yes, I have it marked down.
It's so strange because every time you change pages in your character sheet, I can see it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
Did
alright.
you
No,
say athletics dexterity?
Dex Athletics, yeah, to drop to avoid damage.
4.
Cool. Yeah, perfect. You superhero drop, carrying him with you, and absorb all of the impact into your legs and your knees. Perfectly, no problem at all. No damage.
And 4.
And you make your way back where you wish to go.
Alright. They will momentarily emerge in the morgue, which is empty and silent. And she will take him up to one of the special cells.
Okay. I mean, it takes a little time for you to get back, but it's pretty quick. It's quicker than driving.
Mhm.
It takes maybe 10 minutes. All right, who's making the phone call?
I was going to, but I'm currently on my phone and trying to recover my computer.
Okay.
So
I guess me then.
Right there.
But
Unless you would like to, Jit.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Also, do
Yeah,
they drop me?
it can go ahead. I drop a couple coins and dial the number.
It rings.
Yeah, I need to speak with either Edward, preferably, or Mr. Kicks if he is not available.
The boss sent available to take calls at the moment. I'll get you Mr. Kicks. Is this the same guy as before?
Not the same guy concerning the same problem.
Right. Be a minute.
And while he's gone, David will be sitting there and humming
So just to clarify, you're standing in a phone box that smells very strongly of urine on a hot summer's night.
And I'm humming The Girl from Ipanema.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll come out of this with a date.
In fact, while you're waiting, someone taps on the door and
I would
opens up and says, "Are you gonna be long? I need a wee."
I sit there, I look at him, and I point to the phone.
Fuck! Someone actually using it for its intended purpose.
Well, what do you know? Some of us are kind of crazy like that.
The phone picks up. Jasper.
Actually, it's David.
Who the fuck is David? Oh, right. Yeah. What? What's up? You still ain't turned up.
Hold on.
You fucking hold on. You just phoned me. I'm a busy man.
Then he hears in the background about the Wii comment.
Hold on. I didn't hear a thing when you said who the fuck is David, and then all my sound dropped. So
He said, "Oh yeah, right. He hasn't turned up yet." And then you said, "Hold on." And he said, "What the fuck do you mean, hold on? You phoned me."
no. If you heard a hold on, that was me trying to
I
say
know.
hold on.
I know. I was just being funny.
Ah,
Obviously, failing to be funny.
okay. Well, yes, right. We found him.
Oh fuck! I mean, yay!
Good news, bad news. There's there. Don't know if he's the same. There's mental fuckery afoot.
Oh, is he likely to die?
Only if he claws into his own eyes deep enough to pierce his brain.
Oh shit! That's some proper fucked up bullshit. What? Right. Well,
We're basically which way you want him. We can drop him off as intended, or we can take him to our place and give him a nice soft and comfy room to lay in until you're ready for him.
right. Yeah, because you do that sort of shit at your place. Yeah.
What could I say? We're into the whips and the chains, and the ropes and the pains.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat, mate. It's all good. Cool. Yeah, you hold on to him then. See if you can get him to talk. We need to know who's done this. I'll let the big man know, and he'll be in touch. That good?
Tall order, but we'll see what can be done. I job's done either way, right?
Sounds like. Edward. Edward's gonna be. He's gonna be happy that you found him, but it's not under the best conditions, is it? Not your fault, obviously.
Honestly, I have a feeling he expected us to find raw meat.
Nah, Eddie ain't like that. He cares about his people.
Expects the worst, hopes for the best.
Maybe. Anyway,
So
I'll let him know. You get him.
anything.
You get him safe.
When we dig into the gray matter, anything you want me to make him forget?
Fuck. Do you know what? I'd love to say that little favour I owe him, but it's not how it's done.
Oh, he owes you a favor.
Yeah. No, I owe him a favour. I wouldn't want to make him forget that he owes me something. Besides, it's all recorded in a book anyway. It's not like we can do anything about it.
Well, do him right this way. You can actually kind of put paid to that in that book, don't you think?
You know what? That sounds tempting, but this wasn't my job. It was yours.
Our job is done. What happens after this goes to credit to somebody else, doesn't it?
Maybe.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah, all right, David. You have a good one.
And next time you see my dad, tell him I said hey, huh?
Yeah. Will do.
Thank you much. Click.
David returns from the phone booth.
I head on over to where the paddy wagon is, assuming everyone will eventually make their way there.
Only faintly smelling of warm urine.
Well, it's a good thing about the facility. There's plenty of hot water in the showers.
That is true. That is true. So the boys will get Tobias down without any difficulty at all. Boris will grumble under his breath about having to be the one to carry you down, because going up, all he's got to do is worry about climbing and you holding on. Going down, it's too tempting just to let go, and then he gets into trouble. So,
Since you got me down without incident, you have extra vodka as reward.
hey, he says in Russian.
Which sounds suspiciously like, hey!
He flips off with all of his brothers.
This is why it pays to sometimes volunteer when I ask for assistance in this regard.
They all nod like they know that that's absolutely not the best practice at all ever.
Alright, let's get back to ambulance.
And you get back to the ambulance without any difficulties at all. So you've got one corpse in the back of the ambulance. One thing that will be fairly obvious fairly quickly is that Helena has disappeared along with Nigel.
I'm guessing that's normal if we're like doing something like this.
So you know that Helena quite often disappears from you, doesn't usually travel with you, and quite often will just randomly disappear and reappear wherever you happen to arrange to have been. So it's not a massive concern, but she is now carrying a package that is probably quite valuable.
At the temperate. Let us hurry up and get back to hospital.
Hopefully that's where he's at.
Hopefully so.
So you head back to the hospital. The boys all head off to their car, apart from Ivan, who gets into the driver's seat, takes that cigarette out from behind his ear and lights it up before he starts the engine, over revs it, bunny hops a couple of times, and then takes off at startlingly fast speed in amongst a crowd of people, whilst screaming and shouting abuse in Russian out at anyone who's too slow to get out of the way. And you're pretty sure he hits a couple of people on the way, just nudges them out of the way with the car if they're a little bit too slow.
Excellent use of the bumper. That's what it's made for, to soften the impact.
And then eventually gets out onto the road and puts his foot down, and he goes quick. He drives quickly, mostly ignoring red lights and other road users, sort of weaving his way throughout the traffic in ways that you're not entirely sure this ambulance was designed to do. Pulls up and parks badly outside the hospital. In fact, no, he won't. He'll pull up and then reverse carefully up to the entrance, thinking about it.
Because we have Buddy, and he does do deliveries.
He does do deliveries.
About.
In the meantime, the cab and the back are entirely filled with smoke. A rather sweet-smelling narcotic smoke.
Tobias would have cracked the window a little bit.
What are you doing? You're letting all the good shit out.
Oh my god, he drives like somebody riding a tricycle in Dead Rising.
You want me to roll it up? You don't have... Okay, fine, I'll roll up window. I personally enjoy my cigarettes that are dipped in the embalming fluid for a little while. It makes the teeth and the gums tingle when you smoke them.
All I know is it just reminds me of home. Dad loved a good tobacco, especially of the alternate variety.
Upon arrival, I'm just going to grab the dead body and carry it to the morgue.
Okay. Well,
Spires will follow.
It's not good. And I'm imagining the entrance is like it's a roller shutter that leads, so you can wheel the bodies straight through into the morgue anyway. So yeah, it's not a problem. In fact, when you go to try and do that, Ivan probably tries to push you out of the way and do it himself. And if you're insistent on it, he'll probably just swear at you in Russian, and then wander off to go and do whatever he was going to do anyway.
And then after I drop off the body, I'm going to try and find Helena.
Where is Helena at the moment?
Helena is seated in the staff room, legs crossed, kicked up on the sofa, reading a 3-month-old magazine because she's not allowed to touch any of the most recent ones once it gets late in the evening.
You're sitting on the couch.
Yeah, I imagine she's got her own spot, which is filthy.
It's just permanently dirty. It's just black.
In fact, I imagine it's probably a beanbag because every so often it has to be like you have to take it and throw it in the washing machine.
She's got her feet kicked up. She's just sitting there. You can't tell if she's actually reading or if she's just flipping pages looking at pictures.
Yeah, magazine's upside down. No, it's not.
The only thing that is confirmed, however, is there are a multitude of fingerprints all over it. And not even just like you can find the details within them, they are just solid fingers.
I imagine there's like a little basket on the table that contains the old magazines that are hers, and all of them have got horrible marks all over them.
Can imagine what all the day people think.
Huh? Say again, Toasty.
Said occasionally she'll get a wild hair and draw mustaches on all of the people in the images.
Nice.
With her smudges.
Okay, so you find her in the staff room.
Please tell me you brought him back here.
No.
No?
No, I brought them to the morgue, and then I brought them back here.
But he's here, in this building, right now.
She thinks about it for a moment. Is this original old building, or was it addition?
I'm just gonna walk out.
Industrial cell, follow handprints.
Nod the whole time as I leave.
In the special hall, you can definitely see where her handprints are on the walls, but primarily all over a single cell door.
I gotta wash these sons of bitches.
She doesn't follow you.
Oh, I know. I'm saying it to I gotta wash these sons of bitches. I'm checking up like the doors. They're covered in soot and shit. I can't leave this shit like this. Is my goddamn.
You have got staff that will do that.
You're right, but I'm sure most of them are on during the day.
You leave it for the day shift to do.
Hell no. That's why I gotta do it.
We'll get the easy job, but there's no vampires around.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to the doctor. He's a patient. He's gotta listen. And I check in the cell.
And he's in there. He's in there quite adequately. He's curled up on a bed in the fetal position, just sobbing.
Sweet.
He's not actually crying. It's like dry sobbing.
Yeah. I'm gonna open the cell. I'm assuming that she did not tie him up.
Well, unless Toasty tells me otherwise, I'm imagining not.
I stuck him in a straitjacket, and it is
Oh, okay.
filthy.
He's in a filthy state.
Absolutely nasty.
Did you tie his legs?
No. Have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna secure him to the bed.
Okay.
You may want to give him shelter or something. I mean, he is in straitjacket, dirty and bloody. The day shift may ask questions.
They've long ago learned not to ask questions.
No, excellent. Never mind, my Baron. I was just trying to advise you.
A long time ago, they learned that asking questions was a bad idea. They just deal with whatever shit is presented to them when they come on shift.
I should go back to morgue and start paperwork for poor unfortunate soul that got...
Okay, I have a question about that. How are you spinning it? So obviously there is official paperwork that needs to be submitted. What are you putting on the death certificate? What's the cause of death? Throat ripped out by vampire probably isn't a good idea.
Yeah, probably not. Spires will probably make something up like fell or cut herself shaving. Something I don't know.
So
Fell into a tub of razor blades. There we go.
There we go.
So you're basically going to make something up that's mundane.
Right. And then later on cremate the body, so, you know, it's not like they're going to exhume it or anything.
Okay. Can you make... Let's do a manipulation persuasion roll. You're obviously not trying to persuade anybody. You're trying to write a form that looks persuasive.
And it's persuasion, manipulate... One more time?
Manipulation persuasion.
Please be good. 2
Okay.
successes.
That's sufficient. That's fine. You write the form. You submit the form and you put it in the outbox to be sent, and then move on to cremate the body. And again, there's paperwork that you have to fill in for cremating remains as well, but it's all part and parcel of the same thing.
Oh, what was her name anyway?
Her name was Gemma.
Simmons.
Yeah.
Edgerton?
No.
Edgerton Simmons.
Goodbye.
All we know is if it's Simmons, we got to look out for Fitz.
Air high five. Way to be.
Yeah, for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yeah, gotcha.
We'll have to hear how we are the worst.
Okay.
All right.
That pretty much wraps up that night then. Unless there's anything that anybody else wishes to do before close of play.
Me.
Go on then, mate.
We have the old speaking pipes running through this building, correct?
Yep.
Tobias!
What is it, Brat? You'll hobble a bit. What is it, Brat?
Don't forget I get to ride and shoot tomorrow! Of course, she's having to touch this pipe to, like, open it to talk into it.
Fine, I will not forget. Do you wish to ride pipe tonight? Wait.
No, not tonight. Cannot. I will make mess. Then I will have to clean mess. In morning, though. Our morning. I can't live without them.
V broke themselves.
You're horrible. I managed to get through the whole thing without laughing, and now I can't.
Do you want to ride the pipe tonight? I can't. I'll make a mess.
I've been sitting here trying so hard not to laugh.
Managed to do that straight face without even going there, and then you guys are just dying.
I'm sorry.
It was beautiful. And you just went with it, and it made it better.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't intentional, but I realized
Yeah.
what I was saying as I said it. That's the worst part. 'Cause I was thinking in character she literally can't because she's covered in soot by this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized what I was saying and what had just been said.
Yes, I was like, I mean, I died. I have literal tears in my eyes.
Listens to this. Oh dear.
Okay, then do that tomorrow night. Make sure to get bath. Did you wash, Thurston? If you hose him off, you can ride shoot twice tomorrow night.
What if I just climb back up and go back a second time without actually going all the way?
Do you not want to go all the way? All the way is more fun, correct?
Yes, but still technically same ride.
Duh, that is actually good thinking. I don't know. Be sure that you read book tomorrow.
Okay.
But what would you like to read?
Something funny.
David has a book called Being Psychic.
Do you think that will help?
I don't think it would hurt.
I will try. Maybe I
Okie
can
dokie.
influence? Maybe I can. I did not shower him. Good night.
I'm surrounded by incompetents and idiots.
Shower would just be dirty. I can still hear.
Well, then, Brett, make sure to go, wash yourself or something. Fine, I will have the boys shower off the patient.
Do not let them pee on him.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be particularly keen on that. They're good at facilities, so they make sure everything runs fine. They make sure that the incinerator works perfectly. They can do all of that sort of stuff, but they're not persons. You're pretty sure that if you put them on looking after patients' duties, that patient will be horribly, horribly abused.
It's okay. It's a kindred.
Okay.
But fine. Never mind. It was just brainstorm.
Bye.
What?
Bye. Good night, Dad. Bias.
Good night, Brett. You'll turn up the thing. Go
Here's a
to
faint
his
laughing
office.
through the tube.
I hear that. You have extra chores tomorrow night before you ride down shoot.
I not hear you.
Yes, you did. You answered.
And then it's silent.
Good night. And closes the thing. Goes to his room where his office is, where it's, where it's corded off and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Takes off his tracksuit jacket and then gets into his little makeshift bed that he's got. Okay. Well, he'll go to sleep in his little chair. But it's like a recliner inside the office. And then that's where he sleeps.
Okay.
The door's also locked, and Mish can probably make sure no one goes in or out.
Mm-hmm. No problem. I don't think Caramel will.
I was going to say, last things, David first is going to take about a half-hour-long shower. He's then going to head over to his lab briefly, pull down the Charlie urn that was seen last session, open it up, take out a couple of dried and desiccated spider corpses and toss them in a mortar and pestle, and grind them up and empty them into a vial and take it with them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
then,
to my
then head back to his room, all the while muttering himself, No, I didn't earn a visit to the nymphomania wing. No, not tonight.
They definitely would ride the pipe tonight.
That's what I was just thinking. That I didn't want to say it.
It's like, and tomorrow's pot pie. Yummy.
What does Jasper do with the rest of his evening?
Works on his hooch.
Okay. So you spend the time, probably quite meticulously. I would imagine it's kind of ritualistically at this point, going through the processes, observing all of the individual parts. I mean, this is quite a dangerous thing, so you have to respect it while you're working. But yeah, okay. So you spend some time distilling.
Yes, sir.
The camera will pan out and it will disappear through the corridors, out through the back, past the greenhouse come workshop at the back. You can hear the sounds of somebody also distilling, but probably doing it significantly more dangerously than you were. And as the camera pans back, you'll see one of the brothers lying on the floor in a pool of blood, and another one standing over him, pointing and laughing. And it'll disappear off into the night. And there we shall draw our story to a conclusion for this evening.